Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, it is early in the afternoon. Well, not early, but it's 4:49. I've been running around and doing errands. So, I feel like I want to make a statement before I get into this. Somebody yesterday commented on my vlog. Before I say this, I want to, because I feel like whenever I comment on a vlog, or I comment on I respond to a comment that I got on the vlog, people don't know if I'm like upset about it or whatever. I was not upset about it at all. I thought it was actually informative and helpful for me. So I've been talking a lot on here about what's been going on, and in the world. I can't say certain words because YouTube picks it up, and then they're like, it's affecting certain videos and things like that. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about it, like, you know, in terms of like I'm assuming that we all know what's going on. But I was talking about it yesterday, and I was talking about kind of like, you know, how it was affecting us here and whatever. And I know that, and somebody commented and said, that is like one of those new Jaguar SUVs, and it was like a light blue, and it was beautiful. Oh my God, do you guys know the other day when was it on here that I was talking about this? About the baby blue Fiat, and it said like something on the license plate? I've seen that car with the same person driving it, with the same license plate, so many times since I filmed that. They must live near me or something. But anyway, somebody commented and said, I think it's important that you're talking about it, almost kind of like documenting your journey of what's going, like how we're all being affected by this. And, you know, I didn't want to over talk about it because I didn't want to affect people negatively, like then they would start, you know, panicking or whatever. But I also do think it's important that we talk about it, and we talk about what's going on, and that, like I've said, that we're supportive of each other. And I will never on here, to my best of my ability, spread misinformation. So I will just be talking about like things that I know to be true and whatever. And but I thought about it last night, and I thought, I do think it's important, you know, that we talk about it, and we talk about what's going on. This is the first time ever since I've been alive that something like this, on this scale, where I don't think that we know what's next. So I do think it's important to talk about it. And I won't be dedicating my entire vlog to that, obviously, but I will be talking about it. So, you know, and like I've said in my other videos, I'm trying to, you know, stay safe and get stuff done. Like, I went in today and stuff is shutting down in Indiana, like left and right. And apparently we had our first confirmed death today, and it was somebody that was over 60 that had medical complications. But it's in the county that I live in, which is very scary, which is a huge county. It's the whole city of Indianapolis, but still it's very scary. So I decided today that I was gonna try to get everything done that I needed to, like, you know, so I'm not running errands every day and stuff, you know? So I went and I got my oil changed today, which I needed to do for a while anyway. And then our dog shots are due by the end of the month. So I called today to get them in tomorrow, Boo and Tucker, to get their shots taken care of, because I want to make sure that like we have food and their shots are up to date and everything, in case, you know, if for some reason we can't leave our houses, and they have enough food to last them forever. But it was interesting when I called the vet, because the vet said we have put certain precautions into place. And I said, okay. And so they started asking these questions. They're like, do you have a cough? I said, no. They said, do you have a fever? I said, no. They asked me like a set of like 5 or 10 questions. And then the last question she asked me was, have you traveled outside the state or the country for the last 10 to 14 days? And I said, yeah. I said, we just got back in town. My husband was in San Diego and I was in Phoenix. And she said, okay, so this is our new protocol that we put into place, right? I'm going into the grocery store, by the way, right now, because restaurants are only carry out now. And so Alex and I decided that we're going to try to, I bought food the other night, but it's like mainstay kind of stuff. I don't really have stuff that I would just go to and eat on a normal day. So I'm going to go and get a bunch of more like pasta and stuff. Alex went at like 2 o'clock and the grocery store was empty. This grocery store is packed. I don't know that I'm gonna do this. I'm trying not to go to places that are like really overly packed. I'm trying to think of somewhere else that I could go that would be smaller. I mean, it's packed. I've never seen a Kroger this packed before in my life. I may just have to go tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. There's a police officer sitting outside too. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna go to the gas station and get like chips and dip and like some Diet Coke and stuff like that. And then we decided that we're gonna try to do carry out as long as we can to support, and we're gonna do carry out from local restaurants because we're gonna try to support, I mean, I guess just not local restaurants, but try to, support the restaurants so that they can continue to pay their employees and things like that. So Alex and I have decided that we're gonna try to do carry out as long as we can. But we haven't really talked about what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. This is crazy. I've literally never seen the parking lot like this before. I mean, it's packed. So I went today, and I think I'm gonna probably do this review video tonight. And I bought a Keurig. Went to Starbucks today. They said that they are, that you can only do grab and go now, which means you order and then you take it. Like, you can go through drive-through or you can come inside and order it and get it and go, but you can't stay in the stores anymore. But like, businesses are closing down too. Oh, so this is what I was gonna say. So tomorrow when I take the dogs to get their shots, which just kind of makes me sad at the same time because Boo and Tucker get so scared. They don't like the vet. But it's what we have to do, and I'm willing to do whatever to get their shots. They come out to the car and they get the dogs from us. And then they do I'm wondering where would be the easiest place to go. Like Village Pantry maybe? CVS. Let's go over to CVS and see how busy CVS is. They take the dogs inside, they do the examination with us on the phone. So I'll like take them there and then I'll be on the phone with them while they're doing the examination with Boo and Tucker. And then they'll bring them back out to the car, which I think is great that they're doing that. I really do. I said to her on the phone, she goes, I know it's a real inconvenience. And I said, no. I said, I think it's great that you guys are doing this and that you're putting this into place. I said, God, CVS is busy too. I said, we're starting, I think, to know that like putting these kinds of measures into place are really, really helpful. So as much as it kind of makes me sad for Boo and Tucker, I totally understand it at the same place. So after that, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff that I need to do, as far as like, we've got everything that we need. And I was calling some of my friends today that can't leave their house and asking them if they need me to go get them some stuff. Most of them already had stuff, and other people had brought them. But I'm just kind of trying to think of people that, can't leave their house and don't have stuff. And as I'm saying this, I just thought of another friend of mine. I need to call my old sponsor. I need to call him and see if he needs anything. It's just weird, isn't it? I feel like this world right now is very weird that we're living in, very scary, and I don't feel like I know what's next. I'm gonna go into CVS. If the line is like really, really long, I'm just gonna kind of drive by the door up here real quick and see. Oh, it doesn't look too long. This car's coming out right here. By the way, if you guys are still looking for supplies, I went into Office Max today, but Alex got the other day, because we literally were almost out of toilet paper and paper towels, and he got it from Office Supplies or whatever. But like those office stores, I think people aren't thinking about it. They still have a lot of things. I noticed that they had like bottles of water. I got some water, but I just got like 2 things of it. They're limiting people to 4. And then they have tons of paper towels. Well, I didn't get any because we already have some. And they have cleaning supplies and things like that. So if you guys are still looking for that stuff, office stores have that. And I also know that people were saying to try like Dollar General and dollar stores and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna go in here and I'll be right back. I'm back. I just left the CVS. I wanna run. I just kinda wanna see how busy Meijer is because the Kroger was so busy. And then I'm gonna go home and film some videos. But CVS had everything I needed, so I don't need to go to the grocery store, at least not for like the next couple days or a week. I got everything I needed. I got a case of Diet Coke. I got some mac and cheese. They have these noodle things in there that I love that are like these vegan noodles. That I've only seen them at Meijer. I haven't seen them anywhere else, and I really, really like them. So I got a couple of those, and then I got some chips and some dip, and did I get anything else? I was surprised that they have a lot of, besides cleaning materials and paper or toilet paper, they have a lot of stuff in Meijer or in CVS that they don't have anywhere else. Like they have a lot of food still in there, a lot of frozen food, a lot of frozen pizzas, a lot of ice cream, which any grocery store that you go to here in Indianapolis, those things are gone. And she said that the woman at the counter said, yeah, everybody from Kroger, like once it closes, they come immediately over here to see if they can find stuff. And, but one of the things that they had, which was surprising to me, is that Tanya really wanted some like that emergency stuff or airborne. And they were completely out of it every time that we've gone to Meijer. And so when I was in there, they had tons of it. I was really surprised. So, you know, those emergency packets, I mean, they're not going to cure anything, but like, you know, it's supposed to help boost your immune system a little bit. So anyway, but Tanya really wanted one and a box of them. So when I was in there, everything in CVS was 2 for 1 too. I couldn't believe it. It was like if you buy one, you get one for free. And so I got her some while I was in there. And yeah, that's it. Now I want to run by Meijer, and I want to see, Alex should be getting off here soon. I want to see how busy they are, and then I'm gonna go home, like I said, and film these videos, put all my stuff away and film my videos. I'm excited to do I'm gonna just do an unboxing of my Keurig. Oh my God, that Keurig was like, I cannot tell you, I have looked at every Cuisinart, I've looked at every Cuisinart, the single cup coffee maker. I've looked at the Coffee Ninja. That was the one I really wanted because so many people talked about it in the comment section. But I just don't think that I would use it, and I really want to use K-Cups. Because I can make a pot of coffee if I want to have a really nice coffee maker, like I said. And then I looked at, what was the Nespresso, I think is the other one that I looked at. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got it. It was dead. There was like me and one other woman in there. Nobody was in there today. Like that mall where like Barnes & Noble is and Old Navy and stuff, there was nobody in the parking lot. It was completely empty. In Indiana, they're asking all government officials to work from home if they can, and only have like 1 meeting a day, and it has to be whatever. Oh, this is the other thing, recovery meetings. Like they're asking them not to be over a certain amount of people or something. And now, this is really cool. A friend of mine here in town started a local online meeting schedule. So there's meetings at like 6 a.m., 8 a.m., noon, 2, 5. It's really cool. I almost got kind of real emotional and started crying like when I was like reading that. I'm on this part of this group for like local people in recovery, and like they posted it on there, and it was just all these people that were like, I'll be there, I'm not gonna leave my house, and all these people were like saying stuff on there, and it just was really cool to kind of see like the unity of all of it, you know. cool thing to be in recovery, you know? I don't know why that got me so emotional. It's weird to look over here, like the movie theater is completely dead, right? But there are cars there, so people are at the movie theater. I can't believe there's anybody at the movie. I can't believe they haven't shut down the movie theaters. In Indiana, they've now moved it from, in 2 days, 250 people in a gathering to 100 people in a gathering to now no more than 50 people in a gathering. So I'm kind of surprised the movie theater's even open. But the movie theater's open. And then let's go see Meijer. I'm kind of surprised they're not like limiting people that can be in the stores. I don't really have a desire to be in these stores when it's like that packed. Meijer is staying open. And I'll just wait if I need anything and go late at night. Y'all know I'm up late anyway. God, it's packed too. I'm not going in there. No way. My gym hasn't said anything to me about like closing my training sessions. I don't think I'm gonna go though. It's not till Wednesday. This is packed. You cannot, listen, look at this, you guys. This is weird. Okay, Meijer, about this time of day, is kind of like packed, like you'd see like cars up till about here, but not this lane, the lane over, and it is like absolutely packed. I wonder what the line is like inside. This is nuts. It's not as busy on this side though. And this side's like the grocery side's the other side. This side's like, you know, like patio stuff and medicine and stuff like that. I'm getting like a bunch of texts from somebody who's texting me. Mel, the book club girl. What is she texting me? Mel, you are always interrupting my vlogs, no matter what time of day it is. I'm totally joking. Let's see. Oh, she likes the creamer that I got. You know what? That creamer, I'm so pissed about that creamer. I'm gonna tell you something. So I bought the Starbucks Cinnamon Dolce creamer the other day. I really, really liked it. Well, when I was at Meijer the other night, I wanted to get some more creamer because like I usually, like this is where like I fundamentally changed as a person. I like for a long time haven't ever used creamer in my coffee. I just didn't like it. Well, then I got the creamer when we were out there because I thought that would be fun, you know, whatever, have something a little bit different. And I used it every day in my coffee and then I became kind of like addicted to it. So the other night when I was here, I got the Starbucks Toffalicious, or it's Toffee something, creamer because I wanted to try a different one. I like the Cinnamon Dolce one, but I wanted to try something different. So I got it and I left it. So I only took my frozen food in that night because I just like, it was, you know, Alex was asleep and I didn't want to like take everything in and be really loud. So I left the stuff in the back that like wasn't frozen. Well, I had put the creamer in with like stuff that I had bought, like, you know, the non-perishables or whatever. Perishables? Non-perishables. Is that what you say? And like that was Saturday night going into Sunday. And so then we were at brunch. I think that was that day. Yeah. And so we were at brunch and I was like, he said something about, somehow creamer came up. I don't know how. Something about like him getting creamer in his coffee or and I was like, oh my God, I left that creamer in the car. I had totally forgot about it until that moment. I mean, you know that you can't leave it in the car overnight like that without it being bad. So I had to throw it out. It was warm when I pulled it out of the car. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get off here now and I'm gonna call Tanya and I will be back a little bit later. Bye, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. It is 9:37 p.m. And let's see. I was was reading the comments below, and the comments were really supportive of me. This vlog, you guys, today, I just want you to know, I'm kind of like trying to figure out how to go ahead with the vlog, so I'm kind of going to be all over the place, just so you know. So things I may have said earlier, like I was just going to start the vlog over, and I thought that's where I was at then, and things have been changing by the hour, so I'll just let you guys know where I'm at and what's going on. But there were like some comments in the comment section below that people were like happy that I was kind of talking about how I felt about things, and there were other people that I got the impression that weren't. So this is what I'm going to ask of you, is that if in the comment section below you could kind of tell me how you feel about it. But I want to tell you that moving forward, I do think that one of the things I'm going to do, I cannot open this fanny pack. I think I'm going to try to really minimize me talking a lot about it on here, because I know that my vlog is a way for people to escape and kind of relax and go to sleep. And although some people were like, it's really comforting to hear that other people are feeling the same way that I am feeling. So I don't know. Hold on a second, let me get my lip balm. So I want to know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below, and kind of, depending on the responses, I'm going to kind of weigh it out, and that's what I'm going to do going forward. What was I going to say? But I will tell you that I went tonight to go, I did an order out at Noodles and Company, and even just going in there for like a minute to pick it up, it felt different. So I think like starting tomorrow, like Alex and I kind of sat down and talked, and we're just really like, you know, other than me going to the vet and stuff like that, we're gonna really try to limit the things that we go do. He's gonna try to see if he can work from home. But I don't, like, the thing is, like, we have enough food to like get us through like a week or two, because I just want to start eating stuff at home. I don't want to whatever. I know earlier I had said I wanted to, you know, support restaurants, and I really still want to do that, but I don't know that I feel comfortable, like, I mean, unless we get like, you know, DoorDash and they bring it to us and leave it outside the door. I don't know. I just don't know how comfortable I am with it. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't know what to think. And so anyway, but I'm going to get Tanya here in just a little bit. She's not ready yet, so I'm going to drive around just for a little bit and talk and vlog. But I'm going to get her and take her over to the kennel. She and I made a decision that we're not going to go to our meeting tomorrow night. I don't know if I said that on here earlier or not. She was still kind of not sure that what she felt, but like, I'm not going to go tomorrow night. And probably until further notice. You know, the thing is, I live such an isolated life anyway, that for me it's not like a whole lot of change. But I do throughout the day go in here and I go in there and I go do this and whatever, you know, like I want to go to the post office box, but I'm like, I waited until tonight because I wanted to make sure that like there wasn't like, you know, a lot of people there and whatever. I've been using my hand sanitizer like crazy. So anyway, yeah, I'll feel better tomorrow after the dogs have gotten their shots and stuff like that. It's weird. Like, I wouldn't say that I necessarily, and I'll just say this, and then, Tanya's got some stuff, she's got to go to the kennel, to pick up some stuff for home, but she's also got some stuff for me, for the dogs, but, it's weird, like, earlier today, somebody said in the comment sections that they don't feel like I'm really keeping up with the news. I'm reading, like, major news articles and making sure that I'm watching the appropriate news and things like that. I just want people to know that. I stayed off of it the last couple hours just because Alex and I were watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and we were eating, and we were kind of just trying to spend some time together and whatnot. But, like, earlier today, I was kind of like, I wouldn't say panicked or whatever, but I just kind of was like a little unsure. I don't necessarily feel that way right. I mean, I feel unsure right now about what's going on, but I also feel like it's important to take the right measures. So it's weird, like, vlogging and talking about this, you guys, in all honesty, because I don't, like, this is what I'm talking to people about when I, like, call my friends up. Like, I talked to Melissa today on the phone, we were talking, you know, and I talked to Tanya about it, and Alex, and, you know, like, Alex and I even seeing his family right now, you know, like, as a large group, and, like, talking about, like, how, you know, certain things, I mean, I told him, I said, well, now you can't go out. The bars and the restaurants are closed in Indianapolis. And it's, like, really affecting, like, small businesses. Like, Tanya, her entire spring break has been canceled. And, I mean, which makes sense, right? But that's also, like, where she does her most business from, like, January to June is over spring break. For her, it's, like, consistently, like, 4 or 5 weeks where she's full. Because of, what do you call it? Like, they're not as busy the rest of the year. They're busy, but they're not as busy. But, like, you know, for 4 or 5 weeks between, like, high school and college spring break, she's full. And she's, like, she said her entire spring break is pretty much canceled with the exception of, like, you know, 5 or 10 dogs or something like that, which is, like, unheard of for her. And I have other friends of mine that own small businesses. We have a lot of friends that own restaurants and bars here in Indianapolis, and they're just kind of like, we don't really know what we're going to do. But I also think it's a safe thing to do, you know, it seems like it is, I guess. I don't know, but what I was going to say is, like, it's hard for me to, like, vlog and just be like, oh, let me tell you about this really great book I'm reading, which I'm going to try to do more. And I can tell you that, you know, since I'll be at home more, probably more of my vlogs will be at home. And it'll be, I guess, me in the kitchen, like, feeding the dogs and sitting in the bedroom talking and stuff like that. And, Alex was real sweet today because I said, I used to love to do puzzles. And I said, I was thinking about cleaning off the dining room table except for where I work and do videos and stuff. And I was trying to get all this stuff done today that I needed to get done, and then I got home and it was like 6:45 or 6:50 or something like that. And I was like, I hadn't even filmed a video yet today when I wanted to film all these videos. So, starting tomorrow, well, today when you're watching this, I'm going to start doing more videos on my channels because I know that a lot of people are at home. But anyway, I said to Alex something about, like, because I wanted to get Yahtzee, because I love Yahtzee, and I don't think I think I took it to, like, Tanya's or somebody's and just left it there one time. And I said something about how I used to love to do puzzles. And he was like, babe, I'll bring you a bunch of puzzles home if you want me to. He was like, he said, well, I can order them for you if you want me to. So he was gonna like get on Amazon tonight and order some. I ordered a bunch of stuff to review for my review channel, and like some of it came tonight, which was cool. And then our dog food came tonight too from Amazon. I will say this though, like I just want to make this very, very clear. I am not an expert in anything that I share over here. I am just sharing my experience going through this. So it's not anything as fact, it's just my experience. Please make sure that for any information that you're looking for, that you're getting, you know, news from places like CNN and things like that. And, you know, any organizations that deal with health and things like that. Somebody said that anybody talking about like this stuff on their videos, because they're like watching to make sure that people aren't spreading misinformation, which is very important to me, to not spread misinformation, that like their videos are being like demonetized or whatever. So I'm trying not to say certain words, if that makes sense. But anyway, that was kind of my day. I came home and then just to like float into something else for a little while, to get off that topic for a little bit. So our pantry, where we like keep like our dry food and stuff, is kind of like this mess right now because of just like all my Optavia stuff is in there still, which I thought this is like a great time to do Optavia, you know, because I'll be like on a set schedule, I'll be at home, like I've got all the food in there. I think I'm supposed to have more come, but I'm like, I've been changing the date on when it's supposed to come. But I was like, that is a good way to lose weight right now, is I could do the Optavia right now. So I organized 2 shelves, so we have like 4 shelves in there, and I organized 2 shelves, and I got all the Optavia stuff, it's all organized onto one shelf. And then the top shelf, I just have like sweets. Like Alex eats a lot of like Jolly Ranchers, and he eats like Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that. So I moved that stuff up there with the Girl Scout cookies. And then like the third shelf is all just like food, like pasta and like the macaroni and cheese that I bought today, and the noodles. And he put some stuff in there, and you know, cheese and or cheese for like cheese chips and dip and stuff like that. And he went to Chick-fil-A and he said it was absolutely packed. And which was interesting to me, that like fast food was packed and Noodles and Company was, I mean, ghost town. There was nobody in there when I walked in there, and I literally just like went in there and grabbed it and walked out. And but when I drove by, like when I went to Office Depot earlier today, Office Depot, there was nobody there. Bed Bath & Beyond, there was like, it was like me and one other woman in there. And my Keurig, so I cleaned out I have all these old like Keurig things. I'm gonna have to go through and see which ones are expired. I have like apple cider, I have like different kinds of teas. I bought like 4 new kinds, plus I went to the grocery store and bought like 3 new kinds the other night when I was at the grocery store. So I have like all these Keurig K-Cups now. So I have them like all sitting on top of the thing. Plus I bought these 2 little cups for Alex and I. And so I'm gonna have to, my husband bought like, he bought like, I said, you know, you're not gonna be able to go out for like a month, right? Like 2 to 3 weeks. He's like, yeah, I know. And you know, he likes to go out to have drinks with the girls. He said, well, I'll just have like phone dates and talk to him on the phone. So he got like 4 or 5 bottles of wine, and he got like a case of that White Claw just like sitting there. I'm like, you're so funny. But, like people always ask me, they're like, does that stuff bother you? Like, you know, when Alex has like wine and stuff like that around the house. I'm like, no, like that. First of all, it's an emotional, like mental trigger. It's not a, it's not a physical craving or trigger that I have anymore. But if I did, I wouldn't want that stuff to be around. Like, it would, you know, freak me out to have that around. But I also don't like it where I have to just, like, you know, like, in the kitchen, he puts it over on his, like, his side, but because I have like the coffee maker and the stuff there, and then he puts it over there. Like, as long as it's kind of like where I just don't see it all the time, like, it doesn't bother me. But like, even if I did see it all the time, it's not like I'd be like, oh my God, I have to have some wine, you know? Like, for me today, to be in a position where I would be like really craving would mean that I would have to be like, I wouldn't be doing something for my program, if that were for the program, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't be staying active working a program, you know? Which I do think it's important that, you know, we all, for those of us that are sober, stay connected. This road is ending up here. To stay connected in sobriety, you know, and like reaching out, like I reached out to my sponsor today, Tanya, talking to Tanya and things like that. It's important to, you know, stay connected, like I was talking about. And I've seen this going on all over the country, and it's such a cool thing. I don't know about in other countries, but people have been tagging me on like Twitter and things like that, their towns, and then some people have been sending them to me in DMs that their town are having recovery meetings online. And I think it's such a cool thing. I think it's, you know, such a way to help people. And people were like, in mine today, people were like putting their sobriety, they're like, somebody said how, they put a post and they said, like this is like a Facebook group, private group, and they said like, how long have you been sober? And like, people were putting like, I've been sober since this date, and this is my sobriety date. And a lot of my sober friends, because, you know, like a lot of people in early sobriety, they are in treatment in halfway houses, and that's kind of what they do. They go to meetings and they stay at home. There's not a whole lot for them to do. So, so they're not out a lot, you know. I mean, they're like, so now that they can't go out to meetings and stuff, I don't know if like meetings are closing or what's going on. I haven't really heard a whole lot about it. But I know that people aren't really going to meetings, I think. The people that I know, that I'm friends, like close friends with, none of them are going to meetings. But nobody's told me that the meetings are closed, so I don't know. I would be really surprised. Well, I mean, something must be happening, though, because they can't have over a certain amount of people in meetings. Some meetings have over 50 people easily. My home group on Tuesday nights, it easily has over 50 people. You're not supposed to be gathering in groups of 50 people, which is interesting to me. Like, you know, I've been trying not to go in places where there's a lot of people. And, like when I went into Noodles and Company today too, like they had it sitting on like my side of the counter, and like I went in and like I picked it up. She was like far away from me, and I've noticed that people have been really like keeping their distance, which is good, right? And but when I went into like CVS was, I was surprised. I thought the parking lot looked crowded, but when I went in there, it wasn't at all, and I was the only one in line. And but like when I saw that grocery store with that like crowd, I was like, there's no way. And Alex said that when he went to the grocery store, it wasn't like that at all. He goes, oh no, I went right in and went right out. He goes, it wasn't that busy at all. But like, we're not supposed to be in places where there's over 50 people, but people are going to grocery stores when you're standing in line for 45 minutes. I mean, hell, Tanya and I did it 3 nights ago. We didn't even know, you know? So, I mean, here's Kroger right here that I'm driving by, and it's packed at 9:57. They close at 11 p.m. But I wouldn't say it's as packed as it was earlier. Well, this is not the Kroger that I go to typically, though, either. Maybe I should drive in there and get some stuff. And Alex got he got bread well, he got French bread, but he still got bread, and he got some cheese so he can make like real fancy grilled cheese sandwiches. He said he was being real cute about it. And he got like he got spinach to make salads and salad dressing and stuff. And he asked me he was like, if you go into a store that, you know, has some things tonight, he asked me if I'd get a bunch of black beans for him, like cans of black beans, because he loves black beans. And that way he can make like chicken, he got rice, so he can make chicken, rice, and baked beans, which I was surprised, because when we went to the store the other night, they had no rice, you know, no this, no that, but I got him the chicken the other night. Tanya did say, though, that they're saying that if you don't overbuy and like rush to the grocery stores and stuff like that, the grocery stores will be able to restock. We're not going to run out of food, which I think is everybody's, you know, freak out motive, which is true. They're like, we're not going to run out of food. We're going to have enough food. And yeah, Walgreens is empty right now. And, you know, just wait and then go when you need stuff. You know, don't overbuy and all that kind of stuff, which is what we've been trying to do. I do need to get a memory card. That's one of the things. I've lost a memory card, and I can't be down to just one memory card, because then if I can't leave the house, then that means I also, like, my video days will be over if I don't have a memory card. I haven't been really, like, I've been listening to a little bit of my audiobook the last day or two, but I haven't really been that into wanting to listen to it, in all honesty. I've just been kind of like blah about it. And in my well, I've got some exciting things to show you guys that I ordered the other day. I'll keep it a secret for now. Alex was telling me, he was like, have you thought about what you're going to do with your reviews, your review channel? He was like, because you want to still do reviews, right? And I said, yeah. And I said, I'm fine. I said, I ordered a bunch of stuff. Plus, he was like, and all that stuff in your garage, because we have so much stuff in the garage that I ordered, and I never did. So, when I've been out today, I've just been kind of picking up stuff here and there that I thought, like, oh, I would like to review this. I did those June's Miracle Cloths, and I found another one today that, like, is supposed to, like, not just work on windows, but work on, like, your whole car, your windows in your house and everything. So I was like, okay, I really want to test these out because I use these. But I have enough stuff right now. I wrote down for reviews. Well, at home, I have the Bark box and I have the Dapper Dog box. I'm also going to get a FabFitFun box because Melissa and Aaron have that, and I really, really like their FabFitFun box. It's going to stop one. And I know that it's more directed towards women, but I don't really care. And I think I'm just going to order some stuff online, some subscription boxes. But like right now, I have enough reviews to do for like the next 3 weeks. And I'm totally fine. And that's without even having stepped into the garage to see what I have out there. God, hell knows. God knows I've got stuff out there to last probably 2 months. I mean, I literally, you guys, when I first started doing that review channel, I started everywhere I would go. I would buy this, and I would buy that, and I would buy this, and I would buy that. And then I never ended up reviewing it because I started doing so many food things, you know? And I like doing the food reviews because their food is just really easy. It's easy to drive through like a Starbucks and do a drink, or, you know, get some kind of fast food thing and like do a review or whatever. But Alex was saying to me, and I didn't even think about this, he was like, he read some article or something on Facebook about this woman that's about to do this article on like the Washington Post or something like that, that like for food reviewers. Now, this is not just like YouTube reviewers, okay, like that are doing fast food and stuff like that. This is like people that go into restaurants and do reviews of like new restaurants. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, this is gonna, like, will be out of business, right? And I was thinking about it with like mukbangers and people that like, there are whole channels that are dedicated to just like fast food junk reviews, right? And I mean, I like some of them. I watch some of them. What's that one guy? Oh, I can't think of what his channel name is, but he's like, hey, bruh. that guy that always wears this suit, I really like him. And I don't know much about him, so if he's problematic, I'm sorry, but I just like his videos. So anyway, he looks like that one guy that was in that one movie. I can't think of that movie, but he looks like that one guy that was, oh yeah, oh that guy? That one guy, right? Yeah, that one guy. I can't think of his name, but I like him. And, but I was thinking about like these people, I mean, what are they gonna do? You know? I might order a bunch of stuff that's real cheap on Amazon and do like a cheap Amazon haul. I might just have to try to get real creative with some stuff. I think do some stuff that would be real fun that I wouldn't have think outside the box, you know? But you know, Alex is not typically at home when I'm filming videos all day long, and you know that process is like 3 or 4 hour process, and I even thought about like doubling up on some channels and whatever, and not every day, but some days. I'm gonna double up tomorrow on my drama channel because I didn't film a video today, so I'm like, I'm gonna make 2 tomorrow, and I know people are at home and stuff like that, and I'm, you know, gonna try to keep my vlogs at like the same amount of time if I can and stuff like that. But Alex was like, are you gonna still make videos? And I said, yeah, and I'm gonna try to make, you know, on my drama, the fun, lighthearted videos that, you know, on the review channel, keep them fun and lighthearted so that people know that they can go there, and if they want to like escape for a second because they're stuck at home or whatever, they can go there and they can laugh or, you know, follow what's going on and have an opinion, because people are, you know, are going to be watching a lot of TV and YouTube and stuff like that at home. And I said, and then my vlog, I'm just going to kind of keep it with my experience of what's going on. And we're gonna get through this. You know, I think like that's the thing is, you know, so there's a saying in recovery that like, I have a lot of hope right now. I'm a person that tries to live life with a lot of hope anyway. And, you know, like I try to see, I didn't for a long time. You know, for a long time I was pessimistic and negative. But today I try to see, you know, the positive about things. Like, okay, we're all stuck at home, but maybe this will give us the chance to kind of spend some time with our loved ones that we don't get to see very often, you know, that we're at home with my husband, you know, 7 days a week. There's going to be, you know, I mean, for us to sit down there and play a game is not something that Alex and I typically do, or to work on a puzzle together. You know, and he was real excited when I talked about that tonight. He was like, I think that would be nice. I would like that. You know, and we talked about, you know, watching like a whole series of movies together and, you know, being more romantical this week and things like that, you know, or the weeks to come. And, you know, like with Tanya, I could tell Tanya was so down because, you know, she's just like, I think, doesn't really know what to do about her business right now, which and I'm seeing it on Facebook from all of my friends that own local businesses. They're all like, I mean, she didn't put anything out there, but my other friends that, you know, I have friends that own auto shops, and, you know, I have tons of friends of mine that own bars and restaurants, and they're like, we're done. Like, I mean, like, to be closed down for like 2 weeks is like, we're done. Like, what, you know? And I think about it that way too, but I also think that maybe afterwards, and I do believe that we will come on the other side of this, that maybe people will be really excited to travel again, you know, and when it's safe to do that. And that, you know, I told Tanya, I said, maybe the kennel will be full all summer long, you know, because people will have been, you know, at home and they're really ready to travel, you know. I said, I don't know, I think we have to stay hopeful through all this. And I don't think that there's anything wrong. Like, Tyler Oakley posted this thing on Twitter today, and he was like, I had a video. He don't know me. He don't care about, Tyler Oakley doesn't care about me. But I will tell you who is standing right behind my husband at the music festival. Alex texted me and he said, Tyler Oakley is right behind me at the music festival. He knows how much I adore Tyler Oakley. And I said, could you introduce yourself and tell him that he inspired me to start a YouTube channel? Because I used to watch Tyler back in the day, and I always thought, oh, this kid from Michigan that's just doing videos from his, you know, home or his dorm room, like, then all of a sudden he's like on the red carpet for, you know, award shows, and he's on the Ellen show and all this kind of stuff. He's inspiring, you know. I think he's an inspiring story. I think not many people watch him as much today as they did then, and I don't really connect with his videos that he does today, but I still like him. I still think he's, you know, I still like Tyler. So anyway, a lot. I think he's a neat guy. And but he was putting something out about, well, did y'all see that the Clearwater Beach was packed today? Like, it was absolutely packed. And so people were, like, somebody had taken a video of it, and it was going around Twitter, and I saw this, and all these people were retweeting it and, you know, shaming these people. And he said something directly about that. He was like, I think this is a moment when you do shame people. You know, he said, I can understand needing to go out for this or for that, like to go to the grocery store or the doctor or whatever. He was like, but this is ridiculous, you know? And, what was I going to say about him? There was something funny that I was going to say. Oh, he said that he had a video filmed that he had filmed yesterday to put up today or something like that, but he wasn't sure now if he should, because basically saying that he filmed this video and it was a really funny video, right? But he feels like maybe he should put up a more serious video. And he was like, what do you think? And literally everybody in the comment sections, well, not everybody, but I would say the majority of people were like, could you please post something funny and lighthearted? Like, we need something funny and lighthearted right now, you know? And I do think that, I don't know, like, even when I was going through, like, you know, my mom's just, I would come home at night, you know, from the hospital when my mom was in the hospital, and, like, I couldn't watch real dark dramas and stuff at that time. Like, I just couldn't, you know? I had to, like, kind of, like, be entertained and laugh and watch stuff. Like, laughter was really important to me at that time, you know? And I'm not someone, I think, you know, I'm not someone that thinks it's inappropriate to laugh during serious situations. I think sometimes that's what carries us through. I think, you know, sometimes, like, I don't think laughing at the situation or necessarily, like, laughing at the predicament or what people are going through. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, my husband sitting at home watching Schitt's Creek. Like, I think that is totally appropriate to want to laugh and, like, feel, like, some joy for a moment, you know, when people are, like, stressed out and whatever. And, you know, somebody put this in the comment section. I had talked about this last night, but they put it in the comment section, and they said that to be stress-free and, you know, whatever is just as important as our physical health as well. And that's so true. And I said that about that last night. You know, it's important for us to be taking care of our, you know, emotional and mental health as well. And, you know, and there's a lot of outlets for that. You know, you can, like, somebody said today, it was like, I read these things that you can do, and I guess you're not supposed to go on walks with a lot of people, but, like, if you're alone with just your dog, like, that's fine. You know, you could take a walk in the neighborhood, you could go for a run if you feel healthy. You know, you could do yoga in your apartment. There's tons and tons of, like, yoga, Pilates, workout videos on YouTube for free. You know, Netflix even has some of those. I think, do they have them, or is it, oh no, my Audible has tons of these workout and meditation things that you can download for free, so there's a resource for you. But, like, you know, a lot of good ways, you know, maybe this is the time, you know, to start meditating in the morning. It's really helped me kind of with my outlook during the day. I mean, one of the things I was, like, thinking about during next week, I mean, I drive around a lot during the day, you know, and now that I'm not going to have anywhere to go, I was like, well, I'm going to be at home, but I'll be making my videos and whatever. I'll be getting, you know, doing whatever. So I can read at home a lot more. And I was like, well, I was looking at the weather because it wasn't that warm today. And then next week, we're supposed to have, like, out of the next 10 days, we're supposed to have, like, 8 days that are, like, in the 50s. And I was like, oh, those are, like, that's great weather to sit out on the front porch and read, you know, and whatnot. Even though it's supposed to be kind of rainy, but it's underneath the thing, so. And now I have a new Keurig with tea and coffee, so I can make coffee and I can read, you know? And then there's my husband, his idea. He said, yes, we're gonna organize this whole house. We're gonna get the basement done. And we're gonna get our taxes done ASAP. I was like, Alex, like, can we just relax and not go to all that? I said, I wanna clean out things too. I said, I cleaned out that one shelf tonight. He goes, do you need a pat on the back for that? I go, no. I go, I don't need a pat on the back for that any more than you cleaned out that medicine cabinet the other night, because he cleaned out this medicine cabinet where I had all these vitamins and all this kind of stuff. And he got it, and he, like, threw all this stuff away. He was so proud of himself. He goes, this is all expired. It was, like, boxes of tea and stuff like that. I'm like, does tea ever even get expired? If it does, I didn't know that it does. He was, like, so proud of himself. He had, like, this trash bag of, like, bagged tea. I don't even, like, I rarely ever use, if I ever use tea, I either use the K-Pods or I use, like, raw tea. don't family friendly. I use, like, raw tea, you know, that you... I use raw tea, you know what I mean? I rarely ever use, like, Lipton bag teas anymore. I don't dislike it, but I just don't use them anymore. And so I had tons and tons of it in there. I didn't tell him that I do up in the closet, though. I have the last 2 years. They're probably bad. But when does tea go bad, you know? I have the last 2 years of David's teas. And some of them I think are bags. I don't think they're all like raw tea. David's teas, the advent calendars. So I've got literally, oh, there's my alarm. I've got 48 days, because 24 each, get it? I've got 48 days of treat. Well, I did this year, I used a couple of the teas. So it's probably like 40. I probably used 8 of the days. So I have like 40 teas from David's Teas I've never tried before. I'll have to do that on a daily basis and whatever. But I do agree, this will be a good time to get that stuff cleaned out and whatever. I'd like to make myself a little office in the basement. I'd like to get some little cute IKEA desk. Well, I have a desk down there. It's a huge desk, which would be totally... It's a desk that my dad had at our old house that my mom never used, and it's literally this, like, stainless steel huge desk. So the one desk goes like this, and then it has one drawer that you pull out, and it has a chair that goes underneath it. It even has, like, the plastic thing, you know, for the rolling chair and everything. And then on behind it, it has this, like, long, narrow thing, like this big, and it has, like, drawers down this side, and then it has another cabinet, and it has 2 things of, like, where you can pull it out and put, like, filing cabinet things in there. And then it also has an area where you could, like, she had a typewriter on there, so you could type and stuff like that. So it would be perfect for, like, an office for me if I got all that stuff cleaned out, because I could keep it how it is. And we're gonna make the one area, we're gonna put one of the Oriental rugs down there. And this is before we, if we ever get to, first, the cleaning of the closet, but if we ever get to, I got new windshield wipers today. Did I tell you guys I got my oil change? I got my oil change and I got new windshield wipers, and now my windshield is, like, crystal clear. Well, it's not crystal clear from the inside, but on the outside. Because he goes, your windshield wipers are torn. I said, yeah, I know that. So I got new windshield wipers. All weather. They were $18, which I don't know if I think that's expensive or not. Jiffy Lube is just always screws you though, don't they? But I didn't want to wait for an appointment to get my car into the Jeep dealership. But then that one corner, we're going to turn into just like a relaxing area. And there's actually a pull-out bed in that couch. We might get rid of that couch and get, like, something from IKEA that's cheaper that we can have, like, you know, a pull-out bed as well. So if we ever anybody stay, they can stay down there. And then there's cement walls, and so we thought that we would make it kind of like, you know, a New York loft a little bit with cement walls, unless we decided at some point, we don't have the money for it right now, to get drywall and stuff down there and actually make a huge room out of it. So we would just put the Oriental carpet down. We've got the couch, got a table and stuff, and make it nice over there. And then the other side, I want to get racks for clothes. But you know, now I've gotten rid of so many clothes. I was gonna say throw out, but I didn't throw them out. I donated all that stuff. I've donated so many clothes, and so has Alex, that we don't really need racks and racks for clothes. Like I don't really have. I have what's in my closet, and that's it. Like, and I have one rack in the basement of probably like 6 shirts. It's like we have this like rolling rack, like this tall rolling rack, right by where our washer and dryer is. But I have the tall rolling rack, and that's it. Other than that, like I don't have tons of hanging clothes. We have coats. We have a lot of coats. And then I have a lot of shorts and bathing suits and t-shirt. Well, a ton of bathing suits. But I have a lot of t-shirts. Do we call them bathing suits anymore? Swimsuits. But we have a ton, I have a ton of t-shirts. I just don't fit in them right now, and I'm not throwing them out. I was like, I'm not throwing these out. And he was like, okay. I just drove by where I get my massages, and I was like, so when I was going to Phoenix, he had like texted me and asked me if we could change the time on my next massage, which was that Monday. And I was like, oh my God, and this was like Friday, he texted me, and I was like, I totally forgot I'm gonna be in Phoenix. I was like on my way. And he was like, oh, no problem. He was like, but I don't have anything for the next 2 weeks, so call me back. And I'm like, okay. Well, I'm sure that he's probably not going to be practicing for a while. What was I going to say? I was talking about something else. Now I totally forgot. That distracted me. Oh, the basement, yeah. So I have those t-shirts and stuff like that. I would kind of like to have an area where I had like, well, I have them all in plastic containers, and I don't fit in them right now, so it's not like they need to be on shelves or anything like that, you know? They're in perfect condition. And then I have another box in the bathroom. So I have like a box of shorts, and I have two big plastic containers of t-shirts. I have, but these are t-shirts that I've like collected through the years. So unless I ever realize, which I should, I'll never be that size again, I'm not getting rid of them. But I have 2 big plastic containers of t-shirts, a plastic container of shorts and bathing suits, swimsuits. So that's it. I mean, we went through our closet and got rid of a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of shoes, even though I got rid of so many shoes. Oh, man. Where am I at on time? Oh, my God. I've actually vlogged a lot tonight. The thing with the basement is I sit there and I look, right? And I start on stuff, and I start going through stuff, and I'm like, I have to be on one of those days where I can just like pitch everything. I have literally almost every book down there. I have like 2 boxes of books left, and they're my mom's books. And like some of them, I'm like, are these worth anything? Like they're like first edition, some of them, but like books nobody would care about, and others are like really old, like vintage books that probably aren't worth anything. But I have like 2 boxes of my mom's books. And for a long time, I wanted to hold on to them just because they were my mom's books, you know? But now I don't really care. Once I have all those boxes done, those books done, I'm like ready to take all of that stuff to half price books. And then we had these reindeer for Christmas, these light up reindeer. We gave those to Sarah. We have a Christmas tree. I think Alex may have donated that. Who did he donate that to? Jason, his friend that passed away, used to work for this, well, he didn't work for, he was on the board of this recovery shelter here in Indianapolis. Well, not shelter, halfway house. And I think Alex donated the Christmas tree to them. I have to ask him, I don't know what happened, but that was my mom's Christmas tree. But she would like that it was donated there. We still have 2 little Christmas trees, but we just didn't need that big one anymore. And then I have a bunch of like my mom's old teaching stuff. I just need to throw that stuff out. It just needs to go. Yeah, I never called the chimney sweep guy to come. And now here is another winter that has gone by with no chimney, no fire in the fireplace. Psh. I don't really know, so I'm asking this honestly if anybody knows or they've heard, like, what are we supposed to do as far as, like, having people come to our house and fix things? Like, is that okay? I mean, I guess the same rules would apply, right? That you wouldn't? I don't know. Well, listen, you guys, I am about 5 minutes away from getting Tanya, so I'm gonna get off here and get her, and then I have vlogged for like almost an hour, I think, already. So on my way home, I'll vlog for like 5 or 10 more minutes and close it out. Oh my God, my alarm. I was gonna take a nap, but I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. So anyway, I hate that damn alarm. And you know what I told Alex today? I said, because I went to bed like real early last night, because I got my vlog done early and stuff. That was nice, actually. I'm kind of on a weird schedule now of like normalcy. But I said to Alex, I said, I mean, the fact that my vlog is like almost done at 10:24. I said to Alex, I said, he said, was it nice? You know, I said, I was in bed early last night. He goes, you were? And I said, yeah. And he goes, was it nice to get like a normal amount of sleep? And I said, yeah, but I still slept in. He goes, why? And I go, well, Boo and Tucker just didn't want to get up. He goes, you're so stupid. I go, they didn't. I go, I kept on trying to get up and they just didn't want to get up. He goes, so it's Boo and Tucker's fault. I said, oh yeah, it's going to stop. Hold on. I knew I should have ended it. He goes, so it's Boo and Tucker's fault. I go, oh yeah, it's Boo and Tucker's fault all day long. And that's so funny. Anyway, all right. I can't believe I started this up again just to vlog for 2 seconds, so I guess I'll talk a little bit more. But yeah, it was really nice going to bed early last night. But I'll tell you what's weird is that Peter is not on any kind of like sleep schedule. It's going to take me a while to get used to it because I literally laid there forever. It was like after 4 o'clock in the morning. It must have been after 4 when I fell asleep, and I was just up for hours, and I just was over it. I couldn't sleep. So hopefully tonight's a little bit better. I've been drinking like less coffee, and I asked them today at Starbucks, I was like, are you guys gonna close? And they're like, no, you can like coffee on order and whatever to go, but you just can't come in here and stay. I also don't know how I feel about that though, like even going into Starbucks, I mean, or just going through the drive-thru. Since I got a new Keurig, I guess I could just, and I got it to make iced coffee, I could just make coffee at home, you know? I may start doing that for a while. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the sleep schedule is just gonna take me a while. I do think though if I start taking naps, I'm gonna take naps earlier in the afternoon. I love my naps so much, but I can't be taking naps at 8 o'clock. I mean, then I'm up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I guess it doesn't really matter, you know, but like I've always kind of like liked that schedule. But then if I want to have like a normal schedule, it's hard for me to go to bed early. Like I just couldn't last night. I just laid there forever and tossed and turned and tossed and turned and got up and went to the bathroom, tossed and turned, got up and went to the bathroom. It was a lot. So I was like, ugh. And I wasn't even like thinking about anything. It wasn't even that. You know, like sometimes you lay there in bed and your like head just spins. It wasn't that. I just was like, and then I turn a different way, and then I like shake out my pillow so I could get the cool part of the pillow. Do you know that? And then Boo sleeps in between Alex and I's pillows. So when I was trying to like move the pillow to get the like cold part of the pillow, he'd be like, he'd be like mad that I moved the pillow. And then Tucker was laying right next to me, and he's always so hot because he's like, you know, so furry and stuff. And so I've got like, my arm is here and he's like laying on my arm and I'm like, oh my God, it's so hot. But they were being so sweet last night. We lay their comfort blankets out at night before they go to bed, and Tucker lays right on his every single night. It's the sweetest thing. Jennifer, thank you so much for those. Those have become like such a huge part of our house, and I really, really appreciate that. A couple people have, I think only two maybe, have emailed me about, did I get something that they sent me? I have received like 3 or 4 things that I was sent. I'm gonna go to the post office tonight, and I'm gonna try to only go to the post office like probably every couple days from now on. If at that, like maybe once a week. But whatever I have tonight, going back, I will show in my vlog tomorrow. I have 1 box in the back, and then the rest of the stuff is in my kitchen at home. So, I will show that stuff tomorrow. I don't really think I have that many things that people have sent me. It's just like a couple. It's like 2 or 3. But I will show that tomorrow. So, if I don't show it tomorrow and you sent me something, let me know and I will show you. Or I will try to find out where it is, the post office or whatever. So, anyway, okay, I'm gonna go get Tanya and we're gonna run over to the kennel real quick, and then I will be back in just a little while. Love you guys. Okay, I'm back. Well, I'm gonna go to the post office and then I'm gonna go home. I just found out from Tanya, I was unaware. She got in the car and she told me, she said, that the state of Indiana has declared an emergency, and apparently it's recommended that no travel unless you're going to the grocery store, to work, to doctor's appointments, or places that are necessary. So, it looks like, you guys, my vlogs from now are going to be from home. Unless I go sit in the driveway in my car. Which I may have to do and just act like I'm driving around. No, I'm joking. So, yeah. I didn't know that. I guess it's getting pretty serious. But I'm going to continue to vlog. I'll just vlog from home. I'd already planned on doing that a lot anyway. You know, because I wouldn't be leaving as much. So I guess I'll try to make them as long. And, you know, keep up with what's going on around the house. And while I'm folding laundry, just talk to you guys. Or, you know, while I'm cleaning the kitchen or making dinner for the dogs or whatever, I will... I'll vlog, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna continue to vlog, so it's real weird. I think tomorrow I'm going to take the dogs to the vet and come home, and that's going to be it. I think I have everything that I need except for a memory card. I wonder if I have one around the house somewhere. The thing is, like, I keep them up, but Tucker has had a way of getting into them too. I've talked about this on here before. Did you guys know he's gotten on the table? Okay, he maneuvers this, like he jumps on this chair and then this chair and then he gets on the table. Like sometimes when I'm like taking a shower and then I come downstairs and he's got like a memory card in his mouth and I'm like, Tucker, what are you doing? But there's like a CVS right by our vet. So when I go to the vet tomorrow, I'll just run in there real quick and get a memory card. Seems surreal. I was telling Tanya, like, she had like 100 dogs booked for this week and she's down to like 5. I was telling Tanya, you know, that like 4 or 5 days ago, it was like nothing, you know, people were like speculating about stuff, and then it's like, here we are 5 days later, and it's like every school is closed, all the restaurants are closing, all the bars are closed, you know, like state offices are closed. Tanya was showing me that video. Have you guys seen the meme or the video of the matches? And then they talk about social distancing, like, you know, the match like steps out, and that's like how you stop it. I don't know. It's a lot, but I will be here, and I'm gonna try to do more funny stories on my vlog and cheer you guys up, and you can help me out while I'm doing housework and folding towels and stuff like that, and making Crystal Light and coffee, I guess, in my Keurig. It'll be a different vlog for a while, but it'll be fun still. And yeah, I'll have to tell some old stories. I'll have to break out some of the pictures from my basement and show you guys pictures from when I was younger and stuff like that. I've only done that on a couple vlogs, so I'll do some different stuff around here with it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and we'll keep our spirits high, and we'll stay hopeful. Right? Right. I just saw 2 bunny rabbits just ran across that way when I was, there used to be a fire, not a fire, there used to be a train track there that they took out, and I always kind of like slow down right there because there used to be a stop sign. These 2 bunny rabbits were sitting right there, and then it's like I came up, they like ran off into the woods, and just as I was saying that, and I've always believed that seeing bunny rabbits is good luck. Somebody told me that years ago, that like whenever they see a bunny rabbit, it's like good luck. There's 2 more right there. They're hopping in as I'm talking about it, and they're hopping into the high grasses over there. So maybe that means good things are coming ahead. I hope so, for all of us. I'm gonna get off here now, and I'm just gonna run into the post office, and then I'm gonna go on home. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy, and I love you. Thank you for watching the vlog. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. And I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. If you're stuck inside, which I think most people are at this point, start a new Netflix show. Read a book. If you've never read a book before, I've given enough recommendations on here. Delia Owens, Where the Crawdads Sing. You can have it delivered by Amazon. You can get it on Libby or Overdrive, which are library services. You can get it on Audible. And, yeah, start writing a book. Maybe, you know, recreate some of your family's recipes that you have. I was thinking about that today. making some things that my mom had made that I haven't had since she passed away, you know. I'm not sure I want to make cookies that are burnt, but anyway, do something fun today and keep your spirits high, and do something today that will make yourself proud when you look back on it 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 years, 16 years, 60 years from now. And if nobody else has told you this today, or even tomorrow, do something today that will make yourself proud tomorrow. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you do your daily positive affirmations and you say, I love you, you are valuable, you are important, you are worthy of good things, you matter, you are a good person, you are a good friend, you are a good son, you are a good husband, you're a good uncle, you're a good son-in-law. What else? You're funny, you're talented, you're handsome, you're beautiful. People like you. And you matter. And make them personal to you, though. Today is going to be a great day filled with opportunity, hope. And you're going to be happy, joyous, and free all day. And 2020 is going to be the most amazing year yet, full of success and opportunity, and things are going to get better. And the last part of 2020 is going to be an amazing year. I believe that in my heart of hearts. My heart of hearts. And yeah. Most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody today and let them know how much they mean to you. It's very important. Reach out to somebody that may not be hearing from a lot of people right now and let them know how much they mean to you and how much they affect your life in a positive way. And just reach out to them and say, hey, I just was thinking of you today and I love you and I want to see if you're okay. And also practice random acts of kindness. We don't have to leave our house to practice random acts of kindness. And most importantly, don't tell anyone. I love you guys, and thank you for watching till the very end. If you made it this far, put a blue heart in the comment section below. Make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel. Give this video a like if you liked it. That's a like right there, a thumbs up. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. For those of you out there that are a little stressed out today or feeling down, I thought I would give you one more I love you to send you off to bed with tonight or whenever you're watching this. And I just want to let you know I love you. And I'll be thinking of you. Bye. Love ya. Love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya. Love ya.